edition of Dirty Talk. I am your host, Dirty Cuts, and today I'm here with a special guest, one of Treyfo legends in the rap game, in the hustler, in the entrepreneur Negro brain. This brother is a cold red ambassador of the South. None other than the brother Hootie Mack.
Yes.
What's going on, my G?
How you doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's good?
Oh shit, man! It's hot as hell outside. Why? Look here, man. What's going on?
What's up,
though,
brother?
man?
Long time overdue.
Yeah, man. So we've been back and forth and everything. You know, I finally got you on this piece. So, I normally have a formality. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple. I go from the past, present to the future.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, for those who do know, and for those who don't know, let's take it back, bro. Let's take it back to where it all started back in them high school days, man.
Shit, it all started, staying in Morningside, going to Glen.
Okay.
And, I wasn't even rapping. I was actually playing ball. I wasn't even thinking about rapping. So, my brother and three of my best friends had got into some trouble. So now I'm all in the streets by myself. I ain't really got no direction. So I was like, man, I gotta find a way to get them out of jail. So I just started rapping, man. I already knew songs by heart. I knew the whole Mobb Deep album by heart, and I'm just going at it that way. So I just started finding instrumentals, man, and just started rapping. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really think I was that good at it until I got on the roll call. So when I got on the roll call,
what's the roll call?
102 Jams, the radio station was having a little 940 roll call every night during the week. So me and my partner named Bernard, we called him Raw Dog. So we decided to let's form a group called Cold Red, man. Let's get on the radio and let's just, make some noise. So in order for us to really start making noise, I was like, man, let's just diss high schools. I said, they go to the high school, man. If they can rap, they gonna defend their high school. So that's what we did every week, man. And it was, it was a beautiful thing, man. The realest rappers came out back then, rap was coming with Carver, man, and you had Remo coming with Reynolds, man, and you had you couple Parkland cats, and it made it real competitive out there. You know what I'm saying? So cats really came at me, so you had to come back.
Right.
So it just, I kind of solidified the name, man, and I just really took it from there.
Dope.
Like,
dope. So, what was a memorable moment during the high school era that you could say that went down as an artist? And hold on before you answer that, because I believe, even though it ain't you, but I want to say I believe it was the joint at Tremors 3.
Yeah.
When we had the battle going on.
Yeah. That was a good.
That was a good highlight for the moment. But tell me,
man, probably one of the best highlights was probably at Greensboro Coliseum, man. I snuck in the Greensboro Coliseum concert one time. Me and my partner Terry Jessup, and I was actually looking for Jay-Z, but Jada Kiss ended up passing me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, Jada, I'm Hootie Mack, bro. I can rap, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. So he was like, all right, let's go in the corner, let me hear you. So as we was going in the corner, he called Sheik and he called Styles over there to the corner too. So they all came over there, man, and I just ripped it, man.
Yeah.
Like I killed it. Like I really killed it. So at the time when I got the phone numbers, he gave me Rough Riders number. So I never heard of Rough Riders. I'm looking for Bad Boy number. So he like, man, trust me, you're gonna hear about it real soon. So I was like, bet. So that was a highlight, man. Me sneaking up in Man, me sneaking up in Carver homecoming that year, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Rap was on 10, my boy was ready. Like, he was ready, I was ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, but that's just a beautiful part of it, man.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
we was finna go at it lyrically and physically. Like, it was right there. You know what I'm saying?
I was there.
You know, it's a beautiful thing how when you think about it back then, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause me and Rap went to church together. But we both felt like we was the hottest thing out, and neither one of us was backing down.
Right.
And that was the beautiful part of it. I ain't backing down, he ain't backing down. So it's whatever. We bumped heads a couple times.
Yeah.
But I love that brother. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in church together.
That's what Moses is. That's what
yeah,
Moses.
man. And it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So, me, Wednesday State Homecoming, man, when I got on stage for Wycliffe.
Okay, just tell me about that, man.
Wycliffe was doing like a booty shake or something contest. So I forgot who I was with. I was like, man, he doing all that, man. He'll let me rap. So I'm finna go up there acting like I'm finna be in the contest. So when I got up there, a dude was in front of me. He went up there and rapped. He was terrible. So I thought he had actually messed it up for me. So he was like, man, I'm gonna let one more person get up. So I got up there, man, and I was like, yo, I don't even want no beat. I just ripped it a cappella. And man, he loved me. I got Wycliffe's number that night. You know, I had a whole lot of opportunities with it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you pursue that with Wycliffe or even Rough Riders?
I mean, for one, I was young back then. You know, for two, all I knew how to do was just make music. I didn't really know the business side of it. I knew I could rap if I got in front of you. All the other things about, you know, I ain't really have no money to go to New York and just sleep in front of they record label like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to it. That's why I tell these youngsters now, man, you gotta want it if you want it. You gotta go get it. Yeah. I would never, when I was doing it, I would never go to a CIAA event, nothing, without a book bag full of CDs. We ain't selling nothing. We passing everything out. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's all about networking. You know, it's all about impulse and rehash at the end of the day. It's like, what you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? You got the opportunity. Everybody that's rapping from Winston should be at South by Southwest every year. You ain't gotta be on stage performing, man. Be out there. The baby was out there in the Pampa. Yeah, we all talk shit about it, but at the end of the day, we still talking about it, and he on there. You know,
you remember that shit.
Yeah, man, you just remember that.
Actually came out there with a fucking
right, looking terrible. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, homie got on by that. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at him. You know, I would have never did it, but you know, that's the measure that he went through for his career. I ain't mad at him for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what comes with it. It's the sacrifice. You know, and the sacrifice of it all is when, you know, you do whatever necessary to get to where if you confident enough in your talent, you do whatever is necessary, man, to get to that point. You know, man, we had the whole Code Red thing going on, and we had the show in Dillon, South Carolina, when Whop got killed. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
take us down that road.
I mean, man, it was, man. We had a show like south of the border. So at the show, the day of the show, we all packed up in the van, and we was actually leaving, and Whop was standing outside. So at first he wasn't going. So I was like, man, come on, man, you ain't never came to one of my shows. Come on, man, let's go. So he actually said yes. So he hopped in the van. We went to the show. When we got to the venue, we went in. You know, the dudes was kind of hating or whatever. You know, we all knew faces, and so we ended up performing. And so when we was leaving, my partner went around the corner to get the van. All of us stayed in front of the club. So when my partner came back, he ain't had a van. He came back, he was bleeding. Like, what the hell just happened? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, they jumped me back there. So all of us went back there, you know, to handle the situation. And the security guard actually passed one of the dudes the gun. So when we outside, it's about to pop off, man, and you just heard a shot ring out. So when the shot rang out, Whop was like, I'm hit. You know, and his automatic reaction was to run. So he ran off for a little bit, then he fell, he collapsed. So the ambulance came and got him, you know, went to the hospital. You know, I actually thought he was straight, to be honest. You know, because from what I hear, he got hit in the leg or something, but he hit an artery. So he ended up passing, you know what I'm saying? And that I really bring a lot of that on myself because, you know, Cole Rev's my group, and, you know, I just felt like I was the leader of it.
How did that affect the group in itself?
It really fucked the group up. You know, the group really ain't really make no music like that no more. You know, it was like a dark cloud over the group, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Whop was like a legend in the hood. So, you know what I'm saying, when that happened, you know, when that happened to him, you know, a lot of us, man, you know, just really took it to heart, and it wasn't really no good music being made, you know what I'm saying? So, at the time when that happened, I got this call. So I got this call that said, B Mack want to have a sit down with you. So I'm like, shit, alright, bet. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, we had beef with them. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of fishy that he wanted to sit down and talk to me, cause, you know, we weren't dealing with each other like that. So we end up
y'all niggas cousins, cause how you happen to?
Nah, me and B Mack ain't no kin. B Mack just knew I was the hottest rapper in the city, and B Mack had all the money. So he figured like, okay, he being from the east.
Shout out to B Mack too.
For sure. And he feel like he being from the east side and me being from the south, we could come together and bring this city closer together with the music. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just like no south side thing. It was like he's sponsoring it, so Hootie, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So when he had to sit down with me, you know, I mean, basically he was like, oh, you know, our neighborhoods had beef. Me and him didn't really directly have no beef with each other. Gotcha. So he was like, you know, ain't no money being made with this beef. You know, he got all the money. He feel like I'm the hottest rapper, so let's get together, man, and, you know, let's make it happen. So I'm like, I'm with it. So actually that year we solidified it. We ended up going up to have a homecoming. I ain't have nobody with me. He ain't have nobody with him. We both went dolo. You know, and that was to solidify the loyalty of the Mac boys. You know what I'm saying? So when we did that, man, we just started making music. Like we just started making good ass music. He brought a dude up. I can't remember the dude's name, but man, the dude was like from a little hick town, but he was making some of the baddest beats around. So me and him connected real good. So then Super Jam came around. So we ain't had not one song on the radio. So B Mac pretty much like, well, shit, we gonna pay him to be in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, man, how we gonna do that? He was like, shit, whatever they talking about, we gonna pay it. So we went and hollered at 102. So we were like, how much is it to open up? They were like 10,000. So actually B Mac took them 75,000 one day. I mean 7,500 one day, and then took them the other 25 because he didn't want the feds getting involved with that. So we, opened up for Super Jam, man, and it was a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? And you know the hard part about it was.
Okay, hold on. So when you opened up for Super Jam, let's go on that journey.
Alright.
How did that go?
Man, opening up Super Jam was beautiful, man. And like, you know, it was 30,000 people in there. And to open up to original music, no instrumentals, you know, no hype man. Actually, my hype man, Mac Entertainment had signed a group for Fayetteville called Dark Side Camp. Shout out to Dark Side Camp. Rest in peace, 30. What up, Shiggy? What up, 40? What up, Pee Wee? So, Dark Side Camp was signed to the label too. So, I ain't have no hype man at the time. So, my homie from Fayetteville, he knew all my music by heart, man. Rest in peace to 30. he knew all my music by heart. He asked could he be my hype man. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. So we came out there, man, and we rocked it, man. That's when that's when Fletcher was signed to Mac Entertainment.
Okay.
So Fletcher came out there. I had a song where he was on the hook, so we came out there together, and man, we rocked it. Like it was really up from there. I mean, it was up from there, you know, man. And then a couple weeks later, man, B-Mac, they had a federal warrant, a conspiracy warrant for B-Mac. So it was like, you know, we was up here one week, and it's like everything crumbled the next.
Damn. Take me down that road when all that came about.
Oh
like,
man, it was.
Because I know that was a trippy thing right there.
Oh man, it was. Mac, one thing about Mac, you know, Mac knew it was coming. You know, Mac motto was like, man, I'm gonna just ball till I fall. You know, my first plane ride when I signed with Mac Entertainment, man, my first plane ride was we went to the All-Star game in Houston, and we ain't had no rental car. We ain't had no car when we got out the airport. So I'm thinking like, you know, how the hell we finna get around? So we took a cab. It was a limo actually from the airport to the hotel. And when we got to the hotel, B-Mac had his Bentley and his right. Man, we got to the hotel, man. B-Mac had the Bentley and the Benz parked right behind each other. He had actually put the cars on the trailer. And the trailer man met us down there.
Okay, got
man, and it was, you know, man, B-Mac.
Well, that was dope.
Man, it was beautiful. He threw me the keys to the Benz. It was like, you know, this yours for the weekend. Actually, the Dark Side Camp, one of the homies named Shiggy, he was, we shared it. When he drove it one day, I drove with the Knicks. He drove it one day, I drove with the Knicks. And, man, that was a beautiful thing, man. But that's the kind of dude B-Mac is. You know, he gon' give you the shirt off his back, man, because he already got another one on. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't tripping on that. So it's like, you know, when homie pulled up at my crib in where I was staying at Spring House off University back in the day. The homie pulled up and said, man, I'm outside. I was like, all right. My homie in a $350,000 Maybach outside my house. I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, hey, man. But Mac was the type of dude, man, fuck that. We out. We went to Atlantis, man. We had the time of our life. Okay. You know, and Mac a good dude, man. You know, Mac had 17 people willing to testify against him in court, willing to point him out, man. So,
damn.
You know, Mac really had to take, well, it wasn't no really, Mac had to take that 30. You know, Meech, BMF had took his 30, so me and Mac had a talk. I was like, man, you know, just take your 30, man, because I just felt like...
So, check this out. For those who don't know, compare B-Mac to Meech, because this is our Winston find his own...
Yeah.
Meech.
Man, look, man.
We're talking about the BMF boy.
Yeah, but you know, Meech and BMF, man, compared to Mac and Mac boys, man, it was a close race. You know, them boys made a lot of money down there in Atlanta, and they was statewide. You know, they had a lot of spots, Detroit, and, you know, they had dudes everywhere. You know, Mac did his thing in North Carolina, man, and you know what I'm saying, and, you know, he did his thing, man. Mac made a lot of money. Like, Mac did a lot of things that a lot of us, you know, a lot of people dream about, man. You know, he did it. You know, Mac just used to walk around with just like $30,000 in his pocket.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Me and Mac played at the Tiny Vikings. So we was about like, what, 14, 15? No, 14. 13, 14. It was around 13, 14 years old, I think, when he just stopped completely. He was like, fuck football.
Right.
And left. Ain't nobody driving. This nigga, the only one on our team driving, had a damn BMW. 15 years old. For the God, man.
And that's how Mac is, man. And you know, when he got the B-Mac chain, that's what really, you know,
yeah.
That's what really kind of, Yeah, too many people talking, man. When when you walking around with a house on your neck, $250,000 chain on, man, in Winston-Salem, North Carolina is,
Yeah.
they gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's just why, I just, when I really decided to move to Dallas, the heat was really coming on them, so I had to make a decision.
So when did you decide to move to Dallas?
This was like '05.
Okay, '05.
This is about
Down that road.
'05. All right, now the Dallas move. All right, this is exactly what happened. The Dallas move, when we was at the All-Star game in Houston.
You and B Mac.
Me and B Mac.
Okay.
I actually met a female that was from St. Louis. So me and the female became cool. And she was actually telling me, she was finna transfer her job to Dallas. So I was like, man, I got a homie that live in Dallas. That'll be a smart move for me. So she ended up transferring her job to Dallas. So I end up stopping the whole mid-grade operation, you know what I'm saying, shutting everything down. Because, like I said, I felt like this something was finna happen. So I shut everything down. And I called the homie and I was like, look, bro, I'm thinking about making a move to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Is it alright if I come live with you for a couple months? I'll be in and out. Homie was like, alright, that's cool. That's fine. So I end up having a Cadillac, Fleetwood. I drove my Cadillac. I ain't had no license, no insurance. I think I was still on probation. No, it ain't no thing. I was still on probation. But I was just that determined to dip. So I went on ahead and left, and I went down there. I went to Dallas, man. I made a whole, new move, man.
Right.
So,
Okay. So, while you was in Dallas, did you have any luck down there? What?
Dallas was an experience,
what
man.
came out of Dallas?
I seen the good side and the bad side of living in Dallas. Even though I moved down there with an NBA player, and I felt like it was gonna be new doors opening up for me. Just networking all in general, man. It was really the bad. The great part about staying in Dallas, the bad experience came first. You know what I'm saying? So that was the good part. So when the bad experience came first, that's when I either had to man up, move back to North Carolina, or man up 2 times more and go broke in Dallas until I came up. I could have manned up and moved back to North Carolina, took the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? Or I could have 2 times manned up, stayed down there like I did, and I struggled. So I went from, staying in a nice condo for 2 months to sleeping on somebody's couch for a couple weeks until I got my own crib. And my own crib was a clock radio, man. I don't think I had a blanket, bro. It was a clock radio and a pillow. And another thing I had that was most important, I had a Bible.
Okay.
So when I was broke, man, when I got my own crib, I was happy I had my own crib, but at the same time, I was broke as hell. So I'm looking on my phone, looking at jobs, man, and I see a door-to-door sales. Commission on the job, the little pyramid shit. You sell so many, then you start your own little group, and so, man, bro, that was the only job actually that accepted my application. So I'm at this job, man, and I swear to God, my nigga, it's 105 degrees outside. You gotta wear not full suits, but dress slacks, and you going door to door. And if you say, like, for instance, you open a new company, you gonna hire our company to promote it. You ain't got time to go door to door. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you gonna hire a company to do that. So of course I wasn't selling shit. I didn't know what I was doing. So I had every time we went back to the office, it was this black dude, man, ringing the bell, like killing that shit. Like, so.
What do you mean by ringing the bell?
You know, when you sell so many.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, so when you sell so many things door to door, you make so much money. You go in and you ring a bell.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, this nigga killing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got with the nigga, man. My nigga name, his name was Chris. And I was like, look, bro, I don't know what the hell you doing, but I want to ride with you to see what you doing. And the thing about the homie pitch game was so dope. I'm talking about as soon as you open your door, he finna grab your attention the first 2 seconds that you can't do nothing but listen. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I feel that. So me being a hustler, man, I just grabbed what he was doing, man, and I just started doing it on my own, man, because this the only way I was getting money. You know, man, I make a little $30. I'm going to grab a pack of oodles and noodles and a couple Hawaiian punches, and, you know, that's for the crib. So one day, my partner Chris came up to me and said, listen, man, I just got a job. Because when you in Dallas, Texas, you the shit if you can work inside. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Controlled climate.
Yeah.
So he was like, look, man, I just got a service job at this restaurant called Papa Do's. He was like, man, they looking for help. Like, bro, you need to come with me. I ain't never served no damn table. You know what I'm saying? So I end up going with him, going to this restaurant called Papa Do's. And this shit ain't no joke. Like, you gotta learn this shit from front to back before you even go on the floor. So, man, I was gonna quit because I ain't know what the hell I was doing, but I was like, nah, man, I'm a hustler, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I can sell water to a well. I ain't tripping. I just gotta know what kind of water it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I learned the whole format of it, man, I went on that floor, man, and I'm in pretty much the uppity part of Dallas now. I ain't downtown no more. I'm in North Dallas, off the tollway. So I'm in the kind of the uppity part where you got the Dallas Cowboys coming through. And man, I just made money. Yeah. I just killed it, man. I made money. They love my country accent or whatever. And man, I just made money. So I'm bringing in about $200, $250 every shift at Papa Do's. So Papa Do's got like 30 servers. And so at the end of the night, man, everybody want weed. Okay. Everybody want weed. I'm like, all right. You know, this wasn't my plan when I moved to Dallas, but let me just see what's shaking. So actually I had a barber who was selling weed, and I grabbed me a little QP. And I bagged it up, man, and cause the thing about it was, by me being in North Dallas, the uppity part, they wasn't going out there to Oak Cliff.
Right.
They ain't messing with that side. So by me going out that way to get a haircut, I'm bringing the Oak Cliff. It was a perfect dance, back and forth.
Yeah.
So I end up locking the servers down, man, and you know, I just became a household name out there in Dallas, man. And you know, I love the city. You know, I was out.
Shout out to Dallas.
Down in Dallas, Texas, man. You know, I like I said, I loved it, man. And you know, I definitely have to give a shout out to my partner from Fort Worth. Like, I had a partner from Fort Worth by the name of D. Cuz. You know, I met D. Cuz actually one time. He seen me with my basketball partner in the club, and I had seen him again in the club. But this time when I seen him in the club, I was in there by myself, and I ain't have no smoke on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have no weed on me. So it just so happened I seen this partner, and I was like, yo, bro, I remember you, whoop-de-whoop. So he gave me a blunt to smoke, and we became cool ever since. So when my car ended up getting stolen in Dallas, you know, Cuz had a car for me, and Cuz was going to, like, turn himself in to do some time. So Cuz was like, you know, Hootie, I see you ain't got no car. I'm going to just give you this car. You ain't got to give me nothing right now. But when my lady come by, you know, put some money on my books, and for my lawyer, just take care of her, and that'll be the payment. I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? So homie looked out, man, and, you know, like, homie looked out for me like really at a fucked up time for me. So when I got on, man, I told, I really told homie like his money wasn't no good around me. You know what I'm saying? Like when we get up with each other, actually we a couple years ago, him and his wife met me and my fiance in St. Thomas. So man, we went out there, man. His money. I tried my best for him to keep his money in his pocket, man. And we just, I just showed him love.
Right.
Because that's what it is, man. When I was down, fucked up,
He looked out.
a couple Dallas niggas looked out for me, man. And that's why I always pay homage to the D in Fort Worth. I always pay homage. I'm planning on moving back down there, but for right now, North Carolina, my home.
I can dig it. So, when you decided to move back to Carolina, take us from there.
When I decided to move back, my sister had called me and was like, I think mom's got dementia. And I was like, I ain't even know what the hell dementia was. So she was like, yeah, she's showing signs of it. So I was like, well, I'm thinking dementia, Alzheimer's, she gonna forget about who I am. She ain't gonna know who I am when I come home. So I decided to go ahead and, transition back to North Carolina. Like I said, I was down in Dallas, man, single life. I did everything I wanted to do, from Onyx to DGs, man, everything. So when I came back, life was a little slower for me here. It was like I liked it, you know what I'm saying? I gained all this city life knowledge. So when I moved back, it was real kind of slow. I knew who my friends was. I knew who to deal with. I knew who not to deal with now. When I was broke in Dallas, I knew who looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was when I moved back. So it's like now I'm really to myself. I'm engaged now. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, man. So it's like, I proposed last year in Vegas. So man, and it's like, I'm really chilling now. I'm more so on loyalty right now than love. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was love. All I knew is South Side, Winston, so it was all love. But now it's all about loyalty, because a nigga can love you and still set you up. You know what I'm saying? So now my circle's so small, there's nothing but loyalty around me now. If I ain't by myself, I'm with my lady. We vacating. I pop out every once in a while. But it's like the guys that I have around me now, I ain't got a question. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my best friends taught me about the stock market. And so I started investing in the stock market, started investing in crypto. And, just gaining better knowledge of that side of it. You know what I'm saying? Of that side of the hustle game. Because, it's different out here right now, man. It ain't the same no more. So, if you a true hustler, man, you got to know how to transition out here in this world. Ain't nobody going, man, listen, man, this world ain't going to wait on you, bro. All we got is time, man. It's just about how you choose to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I can't sleep all day to dreams. I got to wake up and chase them. So, that's just what I'm on with life right now.
Speaking of that, are we going to hear any more music from you?
I get in the studio. I get in the studio now. Oh shit, man, I'm 45 now. So it's like, I get in the studio for a hobby more or less than a career.
Yeah.
When I hear a hot beat, I have to write just to keep my juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if the right opportunity still come about, I love music, man. I ain't even gonna front, bro. I love the whole music game of it. It's so saturated out here right now that, a lot of people don't like to hear the real music, man.
I just think if Jay can keep putting out shit, if Nas can keep putting out shit,
right.
if Busta Rhymes keep putting out shit, and them fellas, them guys was older than us when we was coming up. Why as not artists? Why we can't still put out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know what? You're absolutely right about that, man. It's like, it's still, like I said, the real hip hop heads it's still there. But I really have to get back focused with it, because I take that rap thing serious, man. So I really have to get back focused, man, to get back.
But you had to with the era you came up.
You're right, you had to. Like, it wasn't a game. Like, you know,
and it
people
wasn't saturated.
right, and people literally turn your beat down just to hear what you saying. Like, they literally want to hear what you saying word for word. Like, literally. You know, I done recorded some of my best tracks at Chubb House, at the table.
Yeah.
Like, distorted microphone. Like, we done recorded some of the best.
Shit, though,
we done recorded some of the best music out there. Like for real, for real. Like, I always feel like Chubbs was one of the best in North Carolina. I always tell them that. Like, brother, you got a gift. Like, you got a serious gift. Like, I always tell them every chance I get, because when I first heard him, I was like, this dude is on a whole nother level with it. But it's just a real, you know, it's a real game out here right now, man. And you know, you gotta be focused, man, and you gotta know what you want out of life, man. When you get no younger, man, you know, our parents dying, you know, we gotta give our parents their flowers while they alive, man, because you know, as we get older, they growing older. You know, don't no parent want to bury their kid, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when somebody once told me, like, man, damn, your mom died, man, I can't imagine it. I'm like, why? I'm like, bro, you better imagine it, because our parents not here to bury us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We here to bury our parents, man. So when that does happen, you gotta be sure we gave them flowers while they was alive, bro, because it happened so quick. You know, man, that deaths come so quick, man, and you know, not even parents, homeboys, man. I got about 10 homeboys that's done died in like the past 2 years, man. And it's like, you know, you have to really think about how blessed you are out here, bro. Like I'm still around, man. Like, man, it's, you know, I got guys that's exercise every day, man, that's gonna fill out from a heart attack. Like, it's, man, the way you live life, man, and the blessings that you give out, man, you have to understand that them the blessings that we get back. Like, you know, man, I bless somebody with anything, man. I ain't tripping, because I know that's how I got my blessings. You know, I done did my dirt. You know what I'm saying? I done, you know, when my brother and my best friends got into that trouble, man, back in the days, and you know, I was the only one out here on the streets, man. It gave me a whole lot of time to think, bro, because I was supposed to go with them that day. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened I had to work. Back then, cell phones wasn't out, so when my mom's boyfriend was coming to pick me up, I couldn't call him back in time at the house and tell him I wasn't going to work, because we were going to make this lick. He had already came on his way, so by that time, I told my homeboys I couldn't go, because I had to go to work. So when I went to work, that's when it happened. When shit happened and somebody ended up dying in the process. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like God was telling me something. So I have to listen to that. So if you just ignore that shit that's in your ear that's telling you not to do it, it's going to eventually go away. And when it go away, that's when we look at the news and be like, damn, how the hell he killed 15 people? Because he ain't got no inner self no more. He ain't got no inner voice. He just out here doing what he want. Like, it's, yeah, man. Like so it's real out here, man. So if you don't change your life, man, when that voice calling you in your ear for the better, man, you're going to wake up in that holding cell one day, man, with no bond, murder charge. You know what I'm saying? Your whole life gone, man. 5 minutes, man, your whole life can be gone for a lifetime, bro. Just by a stupid decision or a stupid mistake that you can't take back. So
that's really sad.
Yeah, and that's how I live life every day, man, making smart decisions. Realizing I have a daughter that I have to, that's, you know, looking up to me. You know what I'm saying? Realizing that I have a family to take care of. Realizing that, you know, I got a fiance that expect me when I leave out. You know, she expect me to come back home, and nowadays that ain't easy to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, man, that ain't easy to say. So, like I said, I be home before dark now, man. I'm at home with my feet kicked up watching Chicago Fire, man, and Law and Order and shit like that. I watch Dateline on Fridays, man. You know, I don't even. I watch. You know, I be excited about Dateline on Fridays. You know, I don't even go out no more, man. But that's the
watch Dateline and dodge bullets.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's the life that I've created for myself, man. You know, the streets, man. Listen, man, you got niggas out here to talk about. You know, I did all this time in prison. I ain't snitch on nobody. But then they get right out and grab some more work. Nah, nigga, grab you 318-wheeler trucks or something, man. Grab you some box truck. If you a true hustler,
you don't got no credit,
right? If you a true hustler that's done did all this time, you done had time to think about what's your next move. I guarantee you, B Mac won't pull out not one pack when he get out of prison. Not one, because he done said and thought, and he a millionaire. That man know what to do when he get out. He know to start a logistics company. He know to start a cigar bar. Like all of that. You know what I'm saying? His lady, one of the top realtors in Greensboro right now. Shout out to Pookie. Like, so that the man got his shit together. And if you a true hustler, true boss, that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't finna do all that time to get right back out here, not knowing how they move in the streets now. You done did 15-something years. You don't know how the streets move now. These little youngsters move different now. And you coming out trying to get a pad, trying to pick up where you left off for what? Nah. That ain't how we do it, man. You know, we trying to live for longevity. I'm trying to have a winter house in Dallas and a summer house in Chicago. Like, I'm trying to,
what you talking about?
you feel me? Be done. Like, I'm trying to spend summertime in the shop, man, over there watching, man, looking at the Navy Pier or something. Like, I'm on some other shit with it, man. Like, it ain't, you know, I'm older now. So how I move now is,
it's like we were talking about the other day. I was saying how these brothers, these young niggas got to get out more, get outside the window.
right.
You know, you gotta see outside of these dimensions, man.
Gotta see outside of these walls, man. I tell any youngster, my two favorite meditations is the ocean front and being in that era. You know, when I'm in that era with my headphones on, man, just looking at the sky down below, it's like, damn, it's like you can take over the world. You know, man, and when I wake up 6 in the morning, man, and just sit out on my ocean front, man, and just listen to the water. Man, it's it's a beautiful thing, man. Complete silence. Like, it's a beautiful thing. And I feel like if more of these youngsters was to do that, man, I was 17, 18 years old, renting a car going to have a homecoming by myself. Like, I'm at Zanzibar and I'm at H2O. All them old school spots, man. I'm eating at Phillips Buffet. Like, I'm there. Yeah. I'm shopping at Pentagon City Mall. Like, I'm near Dolo. Like, and that's what really taught me, like, man, I ain't finna hustle on these streets every day, man, and not enjoy this shit. Right. Man, I'm a hustle all day during the week. Get on the weekend, man, I'm out of here. If I gotta go Dolo, I have the most fun Dolo, so I ain't tripping. So, man, you just got, like I say, you just gotta get away, man. You know, and that's one thing, you know, I tell my fiance all the time, like, when we get stressed out or, you know, working like hell, man, fuck that job. Let's take a break. That's why we got PTO and days off, man. We out of here. Yeah. Ain't nothing to just hop in a plane, but it's Vegas, Florida. Hell, we can drive to Atlanta. You know, hit State Market. Like, that's why, man, when I was broke, man, I used to have dreams about taking myself out to eat. Just dreams of going to 5-star restaurants, man. That's why you see every city I go to, man, I go to the best 5-star restaurant, whether it's State Market in Atlanta, man, Maple and Ash in Chicago, man, Krishna's in Orlando, you know what I'm saying, Del Frisco, D.C., Capitol Grill, D.C., Maestro, Chicago, Hell's Kitchen, Vegas, you know what I'm saying, man, Morton's, Vegas, man, that's just, you know, that's just what we do.
Okay.
Like, it's about the experience, man. You know, got some little change, man. We do that. You know, I like that ambiance and atmosphere of a nice restaurant. You know, it's just, it's a present to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Eating a nice white guy.
That's that grown man.
Yeah. Eating a nice white guy you or something. That's what it's about.
So what's next for Hootie Mack, man?
Next, man, my daughter graduate next year. My stepdaughter graduating in 2 more years, man. So I'm really, I got a 5-year plan, man, and my 5-year plan, 2028, 2030, I plan on being back in Dallas. I feel like it's a lot more opportunity down there. I want to give my wife a chance to sail down there with more opportunity. Let her just get out the country feel for a little bit. But this time, I don't necessarily want to live in Dallas. I want to stay about, Frisco area, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes outside the city. Yeah. Still, because I still love the country feel, without all the traffic. I still love the country feel to be able to go out on my porch and have complete silence. So I still love the country feel, but I love the city opportunity. Like I said, it's a lot more money to be made, and from I can take 400,000-500,000 down there, man, and get the type of house that I really dream home that I really want. So that's pretty much the next move for me, man. Real good, like it's beautiful. I got a homie named Ray. What up, Ray? He's working with the banks now, so I'm gonna get with him and really, get the ball rolling. And that's it, man. Man, 20 years, man, I plan on being done, retired, man, with my feet kicked up, man, and, maybe have some grandkids, man, and my dog running around, and that's just the life for me now, man. I'm good. Like I said, I done lived it all and did everything I wanted to do, man, so it's like now I'm just ready to just kick back, man. I have a fiance that cook every day, man. Been with 5 years. Ain't never had my food on a paper plate before.
No, that's right.
So it's just I have to appreciate them type of things now. You know what I'm saying? That's why somebody asked me the question. All y'all done heard it. Who plate get made first?
Oh man, I had so many debates about this shit.
But I'm gonna tell you. The truth behind it is that man is the head of the household. Mm-hmm. That man is who getting his ass up, going out here in his hot ass sun, bringing that money home to the table. You always fix that man plate first.
And I agree.
Now the man gonna wait till everybody else eat. He gonna wait till everybody else's plate gets made and we all eat together. So don't think that the man just sitting there eating while everybody looking at him.
Right.
No, but you make that man play first because you ain't did shit but tell them kids to sit down all day, stop running around the damn house, take your ass to sleep, put that down. So why do you expect them kids to eat first? Nah, make that man play first. He deserve it. Because he going out here and busting his ass, and a lot of shit that's on that man's mind he don't even talk about. Because he don't bring back to the household because there's peace. He leave that in the car and worry about it the next day. You know what I'm saying? He don't, he don't, when he's home, when he behind that door, when he done had a long day at work dealing with them other folks, get that man his peace.
Well, not only that, it's biblical too. If you're
right,
religious person,
right.
If you believe in, you're a Christian, so-called Christian, or even Islam, you already know what time it is. The man is the head of the household.
Right.
And I mean, that's just what it is. Now, I can say that there are some simp ass niggas out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That don't deserve shit.
Right. Right.
This only goes out for, the
right.
stand-up guys and guys that's really doing what they're supposed to do.
Real alpha males out there. Right.
In their crib. You know what I'm saying? But so much for that, I agree with you, brother. On that note.
So other than that, man, like I said, we just out here living life, man, putting God first, family second.
So I see you taking your I don't want to say waitress skills. Your what's the word for Yeah, it's not culinary because I mean, you
No.
know how to cook, or just your hospitality skills.
But the hospitality, you know, the
That
food
you-
industry, the
Food
managerial
industry,
skills.
right. I
Yeah,
see you
you know.
taking that now to
Yeah, when I
Tim Soul Food
when I
Restaurant,
left,
Primetime.
when I left Dallas, you know, I had, you know, my managerial skills, my 16 skills of customer service. I knew all of this. So, you know, when I came back, I just started going up to Primetime, just eating, just sitting up there for a minute. And one of the managers had got another job, so they needed help in the mornings. So I was like, you know what? Then nobody knew about me in the restaurant industry back home here. So I helped them out, you know what I'm saying? I told them I helped them out. That was 5 years ago. So I've been the manager ever since. So, you know, I love the people, man. I love the customer service part of it, man. Like, you'll be surprised how many dope boys, you know, how many people just come in that just want somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? So by me sitting behind the bar, man, you just hear all type of stories and testimonies, man, and so, you know, it's real. And, you know, I like I said, I give my 2 cents, man. I give my, you know, my opinion on the situations at hand. You know, some people just tell me, thank you, damn, Hootie, thanks for listening to me, bro. Like, so I try to be that, man.
You to write a book, man.
I'm with it. Shit, I mean, you know, I'm with it, bro. I done been, like I said, I done been through a lot, man, and I was blessed enough. For one, how I was raised, man. See, what a lot of people don't understand, why me and Ralph connect so much, so well, man, because we grew up in one of the best Baptist churches, bro, in the city. Union Baptist Church, the real Union Baptist Church, with Reverend Daniels, like, it taught us at a young age just, bro, how to be men. And we had men in the church that was willing to bring us up under their wing, man, and just really show us how this shit work out here. Like, how to be real men.
Right.
Like, it's crazy how it was, man, because we used to have this thing in church called Royal Ambassadors. And it was, remember that? And Royal Ambassadors was like the older men of the church. And it was like they gave you a big brother. You know, I got kicked out of Big Brother, man, when I was young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, in church, for a deacon to put you up under their wing, man, and just, whether you just want to talk to them, they might take you out to eat, man. They might help you with your homework. I used to go, man, bro, we used to have learning center. We used to go to do our homework after school at church. You know, man, all of that, man. So it really taught us how to be respectful to the elders, man. Like, that's how we get our blessings, man. I'm talking about the elders in the church, man. You ain't there finna go through no door without holding it open for them first. Like, you ain't finna walk past them without speaking, or you gonna make sure they eat before you fix your plate. Man, listen, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
like,
ma'am.
all of that, right. Like, when we used to be catching drug charges out on the streets, like, people at church used to be like, Kevin, no. Like, no, I know he's not the one, because we were so respectful in church. Like, you know, my mom ain't play that, man. Like, ain't play that. If you ain't going to church, you ain't going outside that day. If you go to the club the night before, you finna get your ass up and go to Sunday school. No, we going to Sunday school, bro.
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
No matter what.
Like, it's real. Like, it's real. You going to Sunday school.
Yeah.
Like, so
get ready.
Get ready, man. You know? And, you know, that's what really just, like I said, just taught us how to be men out here in the streets right now. And these youngins don't have that guidance, man. That's one thing we really need to take it back to. But, you know, with all that being said, man, you know, we here, man. You know, like I said, let's put God first, man.
That's right.
You know, keep our health in check. Go get them checkups. If you don't do nothing else, get that health check. Get your my chart in check. Like, and, you know, man, cause, you know, we got kids and grandkids, man, that actually really live out here for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real, man. So, yo, we really have to, you know, hug our siblings, man. Tell them, you know, tell them we love them, man, and let's just go about it that way, brother.
Like the digit, bro.
For real.
You got any shout outs you want to give?
Man, look, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Morningside for one, man. Shout out to the whole South Side. You know, free B Mac. Rest in peace, Whop.
Free Big Mac.
You know, it's all day, every day, man. Shout out to my daughter. Shout out to my fiance. Shout out to all the real dudes behind the walls doing them times. Ain't snitching on nobody.
Yeah.
You know, they taking their time like a man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't putting nobody else in these situations, man. Definitely shout out to them dudes because they don't get enough respect out here. You know, they out here giving snitches all the praise and all of that, man. Free slime. You know, shout out to all of that, man. And that's how we doing. Hootie Mack, Mack Entertainment, Code Red. All day, every day.
There it is.
For sure.
You got it. You got it here first from the horse's mouth. So look, now that you done heard the story, take your funky asses to Dirty Talk Pod 336 on YouTube and subscribe. Don't stare, but share. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, write something down at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Let us know how we doing and all that good stuff. Also, if you want to donate,
I'm sitting here asking myself, where's all the competition? In actuality, I'm my own competition. All these niggas want me gone, I seen the petition. And it's a couple local jokers still on that mission. But I ain't tripping, we did that shit in an instant. Yes, I'm the GOAT and I'm from the south side of Winston. Yes, I'm the voice for every real nigga locked in prison. And made it out the game without falling to the system. Cashed out on GameStop, now every day is Christmas. Just bought some land, invested to grow more medicinal. Now you know for a fact if you wasn't for sure. Trying to retire while you hosting promotional tours. I bought some Tesla when it split, you was buying Dior. Upper echelon, I'm holding a different rapport. On my corporate shit, but the streets wanted more. Police killing us, but y'all wanted Jordans more. And now they buying every fucking bullet out the store. So is you really ready when it's time to go to war? Yeah, I doubt it too. The South bout it too. So tell B legit, I'm out here in Cali too. Still Whop forever, but you already knew. Rest easy, Bobby and my nigga 32. And Dawside Camp salute, do it for the coast.